Today is launch day for EverQuest Legends, and that means it's time to create my character. For races, we've got barbarians, dark elves, dwarves, erudites, gnomes, half-elves, halflings, high elves, humans, ixars, ogres, trolls, a new Karen race, wood elves, and froglocks. Now, my EQ go-to race has always been a wood elf, and for our class, I've always played a druid. But I actually don't want to play a druid as my main makeup in the trios that I want to play in this game. I want that main character to be a paladin. And since wood elves can't pick paladins as a main character, and elves have such low starting strength, I've decided to start with a race that's a little more robust. That's right, I'm going dwarf. They still have beefy starting stats for a tank, and it's a race that won't make me cringe every time I look at it. Now that I've selected Paladin for my primary class, it's time to pick a secondary class to start with. I've played quite a few combos in beta and really like the feel of a pally paired with a monk, so that's what I'm going to start with. And now it's time to enter the tutorial. So we're starting off with a few bags, a parchment for our hometown guildmaster, and this letter for Doug, who's in this zone. But first, I've got to do something about this default UI. If you played beta, you can load a previously tweaked layout where you already adjusted your preferences. I prefer the modern UI skin, so I'm going to get that swapped over to one of my previous settings. So most of this is in the right spot. We'll just need to scooch it around a bit. A lot of the preset buttons won't be usable by this starting class combo yet, but I like having all of my stances, invocations, and abilities ready. So here at the beginning, we've got a couple of newbie command helper signs. And then over this bridge, we have Doug. So we're going to go ahead and talk to him and give him this letter for some experience. Now he's asking us to visit his old man who's up in the cave to the north. But I already know what the old man is going to ask me for. So before I make it all the way up there, I'm going to stop in this shop and pick up a package for old Doug. Old Doug is going to take the package and give us a pair of boots. This will set us up to now go visit dead Doug in the graveyard. Oops, I don't want to forget to equip the shoes. It's finally time for a little bit of combat. Dead Doug wants us to kill all of these skeletons and bring him some skulls. And don't worry, if you're a smaller race and fall in that open grave, they added a ladder so you can get out. So there are two types of skeletons that you're killing, fragile skeletons and rambunctious skeletons. Dead Doug wants one of each of their types of skulls. For each pair of skulls you turn in, Dead Doug is going to give you another pair of the boots that you got. Here's where the game starts getting really interesting. You can merge two of the same items to increase the stats on one of your items. My boots started off as a tier 0 with 4 AC and 5 hit points, but merging a second pair of boots into it brings it to a tier 1 with now 5 AC and 6 hit points. Merging the third pair of boots didn't quite bring my boots to tier 2, but you could see the XP increase towards the next level. Now, technically we've completed each step of the tutorial, but skeletons do respawn, and you can continue to kill them, so that's what I'm doing. If you kill the second round of skeletons, you should ding level 2. Turning in 2 more pairs of skeleton heads also gives you 2 more pairs of boots, but I'm not going to merge them just yet. Instead, I'm going to take these 2 boots and place them in my 2 any slots. Filling up 3 slots with new gear is going to give this character just a little bit more starting stats. I'm also going to farm a few more waves of skeletons to upgrade them a little bit more. Now I'm taking this just until the point where I ding level 3. By merging in my last couple of pairs of boots, I now have 3 pairs of boots that are all tier 3 with 7 AC and 8 hit points each. Not too bad for a newbie. Now, did we have to do any of this? No. You can completely bypass the tutorial. Can you stay longer and upgrade the boots to tier 10? Sure, but I don't want to stay here all night in the graveyard. It's time for me to tell Doug that I'm ready to leave. Since I'm a dwarf paladin, it'll start me right at the Pally Guildmaster in Paladin. I'm going to give him this parchment and he'll give me a shirt. If you talk to him some more, he'll also give you a couple of these recipe books with info about trade skilling. And now it's time to find our way out of Paladin. Now, I've never spent much time in this city. I've made the journey here to turn in Crushbone Belts and pads for XP on Live a couple decades ago, but that's about it. Thank goodness for in-game maps these days. Now, this is a quality of life upgrade that I definitely support. Butcherblock Mountains, just outside of Paladin, is nicely stocked with newbie mobs to kill, so I begin killing my way across the zone. Another quality of life upgrade that I really love in EverQuest Legends is the ability to loot, store, or sell items right from my loot screen. And that pop-up box is my invitation to join our guild. And then there's more killing all the way to G-Fay. Now this zone feels more like home to me, and we're going to make our way up to our first dungeon, Crushbone. It's nice to see so many newbies gathered around a classic zone line. Now it's time to use the Gather Party ability to bring the hubby to Fadeware. Unfortunately, Gather Party has a 6-hour cooldown on the ability, but it's definitely nice when you get to use it. Remember what I said about wanting a character that didn't make me cringe every time I looked at it? Well, here's the hubby ogre in all of his glory. Isn't he handsome? And now for a game feature that makes EverQuest Legends truly legendary, personal instances. I'm setting one up on a Tier 1 difficulty for Crumb and I. And now we have a lovely Crushbone stocked with works all to ourselves. Time to kill. And if you get sick of staring at your own name, or any names, you can turn off that option. There's so many options to customize your own user interface. It didn't take very long, and we hit level 4. And pretty soon, we started picking up some loot with stats. When you ding level 5, you get this reminder that you can try out other class combos, but I'm pretty happy so far. And before you knew it, you dinged level 6. And then level 7. We figured this was a good time to take a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, when we came back, the personal instance option was temporarily unavailable, but we hopped right into a Tier 2 difficulty open zone and got right back to farming XP and loot. And ding level 8. But then it happened. Our first death. Thankfully, you don't lose XP or your body in EverQuest Legends. A little bit more orc slaughtering, and we were level 9. We were starting to feel more confident and figured it was time to head inside the keep for some more names. When you ding level 10, that means you can pick your third class to round out your trio. When we dinged level 10, the named we were killing decided to run off and summon his buddies to throw us a party. And with that, we decided now would be a good time to go and pick up some new spells. But before making that run all the way down to Felwith, I'm locking in my third class selection, Rogue. Now there's a few classes I could have chose here. In beta, I played a wizard with it, and that was really enjoyable. I also fell in love with it in Chanter, but there's something to be said about the Rogue, and you can't beat that backstab damage that happens on its own. We made a quick stop in Felwith to pick up our spells and do a little bit of banking. After killing so many orcs, even the ogre was able to walk right past the guards. But then it was right back to Crushbone for some more loot and leveling. Personal instances were still down, so we hopped right back into a difficulty 2 overland zone and got right back to it. In order to ding level 11, you have to confirm and lock in your primary class. Of course, I'm staying with Paladin. We even met another dwarf, and he joined our camp in the keep. Just in time to ding level 12. The three of us made easy work of this zone, even in our newbie gear. And before you knew it, we hit level 13. And level 14 wasn't far behind that either. One final kill on Crush, and we all decided to call it a night. All right, so now that we've completed a day of adventuring, let's take a look at some of the loot that we picked up in Crushbone. In our ears, we are going to have an Ornament of the Oracle at rank 1 in this one, and Ornament of the Oracle at rank 3 in this slot. In our neck, we've got the Wood Elf Scout Bauble. Face is the Rotting Fadark Mask up to rank 3. Our head is the Crown of Crush, rank 3. Nothing in the fingers yet, that'll change. Bracer number 1 is Legionnaire's Bracer up to rank 7. Our other bracer is the Bracers of Battle, rank 5. In the arms, we've got Armband of Serrated Teeth at rank 3. Hands Corroded Handguards up to rank 3. Our shoulders are the Bandolier of Teeth, rank 4. Chest is Disgusting Padded Shirt, rank 3. Our back is the Torn Elvish Tapestry at rank 2. No waist just yet. Legs are only Rawhide Leather Leggings, rank 3. So these will need to get upgraded when we go to other zones. The boots are still the Boots of the Long Road, up at rank 4 now because I've combined the ones that were in the any slot up. Our weapon, temporarily using a two-hander since that was best available for me here. It's the Head Splitter up to rank 5. In the range, pretty decent bow, Deteriorated Ancient Fadark Longbow at rank 4. Of course, I don't have any ammo yet, so it's not really doing me very much good. I'll have to pick up some of that. Our little stabby weapon for the rogue, I've gone ahead and put in my any slot. It's the Dragoon Dirk up to rank 5. This one only has a backstab damage of 6, so we'll find upgrades for this in other zones as well. And then in the other any slot, we've got a shiny brass shield at rank 4 sitting there. Also, pretty decent haul on moats so far. We're up to 24 of them. That'll bring an item up to rank 3, 2 for rank 2, and 3 for rank 4. So I haven't used any of these yet. I'm holding off to use them on better gear, and then we'll upgrade some spells once I get some of the better ones along the way as well. But overall, not terrible. Still more to do. We will check out some of the other zones later this week. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.